I was picking us up.
Nächster Halt, Dash. Prochain arrêt, Dash. Next stop, Tesh.
We're now waiting for our train to Zurich, about 2 hours. Yeah, roughly 2 hours. Finally in Zurich after about 3.5 hours. Now I'm gonna head to the hotel and just shop around for a while. This is a part of Zurich we haven't really visited or explored yet. And this is the Zurich HB, you can know what it's called here. I think it's a Christmas market over here. Stall selling items ranging from food to jewellery, clothing, crockery, cutlery. Even though we're indoors, it's still pretty cold. Zurich is about -2 degrees. Definitely warmer than Zurich, but still cold, below freezing. It's currently 4:05, pretty late, but this is a lunch here. The quick cafe near this in Zurich Banhong. Okay, I'll stop filming for today. I'll continue again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're heading to Coma, France. And maybe some other different areas. So do stay tuned for that. So today we're heading to Basel instead of heading to Coma in France. This time we're a bit nearer. Oh, I got a sort of a slight dry throat from the cycling. The snow cycling was pretty cold. So anything in the kind of cold weather kind of led to a dry throat the next morning. So I'm recovering from it, feeling slightly better, but it's still there. So we're heading somewhere nearer this time now. So it'll just be Basel, about 1 hour from here. There'll be an old town over there. Oh wow, you just see that. Yeah, there'll be Old Town in Basel, and probably just shop around and walk around there. Then after shopping in Zurich again, get some things before we head back tomorrow. Tomorrow I won't be filming much. I'll just be sharing my conclusions for the entire trip, and maybe some advice regarding the hotels and bookings and whatnot, and the half passes, and also how to get around if you don't understand German. Yeah, so do stay tuned for that. So that's it with Basel now. Here's our train to Basel. Yeah, this train goes to Hamburg in Germany. So there's no car here as well. To second class. We're now in Basel. We're just gonna walk around, have maybe lunch, and then head back. Basel is very near the French and German border, so quite a number of trains can go in. You can board now quite a number of trains here to Paris, Frankfurt, or any other parts of France or Germany. It's quite a busy area. This place reminds me of Melbourne with all the trams behind. And this is a cathedral. I'm not sure how old this is. Maybe I'll do some research. This is actually a city hall, not a cathedral. Oh, just by the looks, it seems like a very old building. Quite rustic and historic. There are tours here, but you have to pay to go through them. And usually on Mondays, I don't think the tours are operating today. So you just have to walk around here. And this seems like the end. Oh. So a street sign in Leon said that this was a street from the 17th century. You can see it over here. But now it's dominated by a number of shops. Now it's a shopping district. I highly doubt we can go up to those rooms or not up there. Okay, after this, we're just gonna head back to Zurich. It's already about 1 p.m. 2 p.m. So now we'll be heading back soon. Tomorrow will be the last day in Switzerland, and yeah, I'll have a conclusion tomorrow while I'm on a flight. Back in Zurich. Now we're just going to relax. Heading out for dinner in a restaurant, and afterwards probably buy some things around, and that's it for today. Tomorrow morning I'll be heading out, probably just relaxing. Our flight's at 4:30 p.m. So we'll have to be at the airport by 1:30, leaving our area by around 12:30 to 1 p.m. So I'll take I won't be reviewing the flight tomorrow, as I've done the exact same route in part 1. So throughout the flight I'll just be talking about, tips and things you can do. Just tips and tricks. Well, it is pretty hectic in Zurich. Not as cool as it was when we first arrived over the past few days. Pretty warm towards the end of the trip for some reason, not sure why. But there was nothing. So now going on the Polybahn. Just is that tramping you saw yesterday. And this brings us to another side of the town, a more historic one. Alright, just checked out and heading to the airport. It's still pretty early, so let's probably just take our time. Along the way, I'll probably just give some tips and pointers about Switzerland if you're ever visiting this area, just kind of to conclude this series. Okay, I am back in Singapore, and it has been a month since I've returned from Switzerland, and I only recovered from the flu just 2 weeks ago. Okay, so there's some small tips that you can take note of if you're going to visit Switzerland in the near future. If you're going to book your train tickets, you need an app called the SBB mobile app. So you can book all your tickets there, and it will show you the timings and whatnot. The app may be confusing to locate the timings, so it's better to use Google Maps for the timings and SBB for the booking of the tickets. So on Google Maps, right, you just have to zoom in onto your location where you are at in the train station or the bus stop. Click on the icon and it will show you the timetable for whichever train service or bus service. And that's quite convenient because you can navigate around and also check the bus timings or train timings. It's good to understand a little bit of German before going, because for example, if you're ordering a latte, you must say cafe latte, for example, because they may just only give you milk, so it's good to understand a bit of the language as well. I'll say Switzerland isn't entirely tourist friendly in some areas because some signs do not come with English and just purely German and their other national languages. So it's good to understand a bit of German, most importantly, because it's the most widely spoken language there. And also, Google Translate will help you a lot, especially if you have the function where you can take a picture of any sign or text and it'll translate it for you. So that will come in handy quite often, especially when you're in restaurants that don't have any English menus. One other tip is to bring cash, or at least have an ATM card that you can use, because you may need cash quite a number of times, because not all places actually use card as compared to Scandinavia. So there are some places that still only accept cash. One example, there is a medical museum in Basel and they only accept cash. So this is one of the few places that only accept cash. When traveling around and you're looking for a card that you can always use the U-Trip card. The U-Trip card actually converts your currency using the best conversion rate to wherever you're heading to. So for example, from Singapore dollars to Swiss francs with the best conversion rate. It is a debit card, but however, they do not provide a PIN, so you can't actually use it at the ATMs. I'm not too sure about that. If you can, just let me know in the comments if you've used the U-Trip card before. The card is not limited to only Swiss francs. It has quite a number of currencies like euros, UAE dirhams, or Qatari riyals and the USD. So it's quite convenient when using it if you're going to be traveling around to quite a number of places at once. If you have any other questions, do feel free to ask me in the comments. I hope you enjoyed these 4 videos. It took quite a while to edit all of them, about a couple of weeks after I have returned. So in the next coming months, I won't be posting as much as I'll be starting school again. Maybe 1 video a month, but I'll try to be keep up with the posting. So do stay tuned for my next video, which will be on my trip to Bintan. As always, do click the subscribe button down below, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. Do stay tuned for the next one and enjoy the landing into Singapore.
الساعة 3 مساء و12 دقيقة.